In a world full of beautiful colors, sometimes we forget. Beauty is colorblind. Hey guys, it's Kirby. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this black and white makeup look. It is going to be my entry for the NYX 2017 Face Awards. So if you are interested to see how I got this extreme crazy look, please keep watching. And as always, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Let's get into it. Starting with a clean face, we're going to spray our face with NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, and this is to help give our skin a very matte, even finish to apply the gray foundation with. Having a matte start helps the face paint and eyeshadow base to cling to the skin. Since I have some uneven skin tone and dark circles under my eyes, I'm going to go in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to highlight and conceal a lot of the areas that would cause issues in a normal beauty routine, because I really want the gray to be all one color. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty sponge and I'm just going to blend all of that out so there's no harsh lines underneath all of that grease foundation. Now that we're all concealed, we're going to apply all of the gray foundation to our face and our neck, and I just used a mixture of gray face paint and NYX eyeshadow base in white. And we are just going to use that same damp beauty sponge and apply the gray color all over. You want it to be pretty opaque, so don't be afraid to really use a lot of product. You don't want to see any flesh tones. I found using a sponge works better than a brush, because when you apply it with a brush, it just leaves streaks on your face, whereas a sponge, the pouncing motion really leaves it a little bit more of a flawless finish. Once you have your base laid on your face, we're now going to move to eyebrows, and what you're going to do is take a spoolie and comb any of that gray foundation out, and then in the Perfect Filter, the NYX Perfect Filter palette, you're going to take the gray and black shadows and you're going to fill in your eyebrows. And to fill in your eyebrows, I like to use a small angled brush, but you use whatever brush makes you feel more comfortable when filling in. What I like to do is create an ombre effect with my eyebrows, which is why I use the gray and the black. So I use the black on the end of my eyebrows, and then I'll use the gray in the beginning of my eyebrows just to make it not as harsh or block-like. To clean up and carve out the eyebrow, we're going to be using the NYX eyeshadow base in white, and we're just going to be putting that under and over the eyebrow to make sure that it looks pristine. Then with a small beauty sponge, I am just going to blend out all of the white concealer. And here's the before and after. And now your eyebrows are done. So to start the eye look, you're going to take the NYX eyeshadow base in white on a synthetic brush, and you're just going to paint that all over the lid. Take a small wet beauty blender and just make sure that it's distributed evenly. In your NYX Perfect Filter Gloomy Days palette, you're going to take the white color and you're going to set the eyeshadow base. In the same Gloomy Days Perfect Filter palette, you're going to take the taupe color and you're going to windshield wiper sweep that right above your crease. This is going to be the transition shade as well as the start of some definition in your eye. Still in that Gloomy Days palette, which is the perfect palette for this black and white look, you're going to take the gray color on a smaller blending brush and you're going to put that right in your crease. I take it the whole length of my eye because I really wanted this eye look to be very dramatic. Continually blending with the taupe and the gray throughout the whole eye look. Picking up a smaller blending brush, you're going to go back into the Gloomy Days Perfect Filter palette and you're going to take the black. This is very pigmented, so be careful where you put it. We're just putting it in the crease on the outer corner and then along the upper lash line. Kind of winging it out as well, but don't get crazy. Once you've laid down your black eyeshadow, go back in with the medium-sized blending brush and the gray eyeshadow and blend all that black out. A little bit goes a long way. Again, use sparingly. Next, for the majority of the lid, the inner corner, pretty much all of the lid, you're going to take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cottage Cheese. I pushed mine out and put it in pot form rather than pencil form. I just felt like I had a little bit more control. And so with a medium-sized synthetic brush, you're just going to put that all along the lid. Almost as if you were going to be doing a cut crease. Make sure you don't put it too far up into the crease area. And it's actually okay if you put the cottage cheese color on top of the black because we're going to go back in and redefine that. It'll help with blending as well. Now to set that color, because it will move around on us, I'm going into the NYX Avant Pop Art Throb palette and I am using the Pearly White shade and I am just packing that right on top of the cottage cheese so that it doesn't move around as much. Going back into the Perfect Filter Gloomy Days palette, I'm taking the gray color in my medium blending brush and I'm just going back over any parts where that cottage cheese color may have gotten up into my crease. The key is to make sure that you don't have any harsh lines and that everything is blended. And then I'm taking the small blending brush and the black color from the Gloomy Days palette and I am just, again, redefining that outer corner. And again, bringing it along the lower lash line. For liner, we're using NYX The Curve Eyeliner pen, and it is a felt tip. What I like to do to make it run a little bit smoother is to, before I apply it, dip it in some warm water, and it just allows me a little bit more control and the color to show up a little bit easier. And you can do as dramatic of a wing as you would like, but I personally wanted this to be high glam, so I'm going to try and match my wings and do a very dramatic big wing. Then to finish it off, I'm going to be using NYX Doll Eye Mascara in waterproof black. I'm only doing the top lashes because I'm going to finish the bottom after I'm done doing my quote-unquote concealer. Done, we're going to move on to the rest of the face with contouring and highlighting. To contour today, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Lipstick, and I'm going to be using the shade 34 in Haze. And I'm just going to take that from the top of my ear and just bring it down the end of my eye. And then I'm just going to draw some stripes upwards. Contouring my nose. Underneath my lip. My forehead. And just slightly along my jawline. We're going to take our damp beauty sponge and we're just going to blend that out. Be careful not to over blend because you don't want your whole face to become too dark and or muddy. We're going to take a small stippling brush and we're just going to lightly buff all of that out. Also, when you're blending your contour, always blend up. Because you want it to lift your face up, you don't want it to drag it down. To highlight, and we're going to go back and use the NYX eyeshadow base in white, and we're going to highlight all of the areas that we would really like to stand out in our face. So underneath our eyes, our nose, our forehead, and our chin. And then using another small stipple brush, you're just going to blend all of that out. Before we move on to the powder highlighting and contouring, we're going to be setting our whole face with the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Translucent with a flat buffer brush, and you're just going to pack that on. Don't sweep because you will move everything that you just did. Now to go back and define the contour a little bit more, you're going to go back into the NYX Perfect Filter Gloomy Days palette with a soft angled brush, and you're going to take the white and the gray color mixed together, and you're going to define your contour points and your highlight points a little bit more. Make sure you don't go too dark with your contouring powder, only because you want it to look natural, if that makes sense. So if you do end up seeing that it's a little strong, just take the NYX HD Finishing Powder with that buffer brush you just used and blend it out by just pouncing with some of that powder. Okay, and once your face is all highlighted and contoured, then go back with the Doll Eye Mascara from NYX and finish your lower lash line. And if you want to make your eyes even more dramatic, what I'm going to do is in the Gloomy Days Perfect Filter palette, I'm going to take my small angled brush and I'm just going to put some black inside my waterline. Just to really give it a little bit more of the flesh concealed look. Almost finished. We're going to do the lips and then put on our wig. And I'm going to use the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in Alien. This is really going to make it super dramatic. Once your lips are on, you can again finish your look with the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I put on a black wig with a white bow, and I did reapply some of the foundation to my neck and some black nail polish. I'm actually going to do my hands gray for some still shots. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a lot more like cosplay and really extreme makeup in the future, so please make sure you subscribe for notifications of upcoming videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.